Now about Kenya, so this prophecy about the nation Kenya. Kuna mambo niliona, I wish I had somewhere to draw them. I've been shown something like a pendulum. Nionyeshwa kitu kama mpira. Na this pendulum iko na kamba. Iko na kamba. All of us who know pendulum, it tosses left and tosses right. Tosses right kuchukua mpira, ama sema mfano umechukua machungwa ambao ni round, uifungie. So unaitoss hivi. So in the spiritual realm, in the vision that the Lord gave me a vision. Na this vision imebeba the entire globe, dunia mzima. Na dunia mzima ni kana kama imeshikiliwa na kamba. Na hiyo kamba, dunia inayumba. The earth is tossing from left to right. And I saw the earth namna hiyo. Then Mungu akawa ananiambia kwamba in the tossing, katika hali hiyo in the process of that tossing, there also comes a time penye kuna kuwa na there is no order on how it tosses. Dunia inazunguka, but then is also tossing. So I asked, what was that? Judgment over nations. This prophecy follows on the revelation God showed me about the year 2021. It is not a year. It's not a year where you want to expect so much in terms of the global, global awakening or global recovery. 2021 is not a year of recovery. It's a year of judgment. Nikasema the Lord's is the year of the Lord. And it's the year of the Lord, meaning that it is a year of judgment. The globe is still in judgment. That began 2020. And now 2021, bado is a proper year judgment. So ile dunia kuona inazunguka, although the globe tosses, that tossing. Then there is also ile hali, if you are the one tossing it, then it end around. That means there are particular nations of the earth, particular places of the earth, that judgment will be so serious. In terms of economies, in terms of finances, in terms of workforce, in terms of governments, in terms of leadership, in terms of sicknesses, as well as poverty. The environmental climate will be so harsh. Let the scientists hear this. There are some places of the globe, they'll be so hot, extraordinarily hot, temperatures that are abnormal will happen. Well, we're also seeing mambo na storms. I don't know if you call them global warming, call them some funny scientific terms, global warming. This time, temperatures will be exceedingly hot over some portions, over some geographical areas of the globe. Then, for Kenya, this is what will be happening. Drought. Njaa. Na pia I also respect visions ambazo zimepeana na wengine, plus some persons about their visions, witnesses with the vision that the Lord gave me. So this vision ambayo one of us pia vision yake akaona the map of Kenya. Then the map of Kenya akaonyeshwa ratili weighing scale na akaonyesha kwamba madhambi ya Kenya, our works are so heavier, Madhambi zetu ni nzito. Biblia haina uzito. So the imbalance, one side Biblia, one side ni matendo za Wakenya. So Kenya has been found wanting. That vision agrees with the vision that I've shared last year, early this year, and the other year but one. Kenya, you have been found wanting. No wonder Kenya is in the bracket of other nations of judgment. We are ranked with America. We are ranked with South Africa. We are ranked with the other nations of Europe. We are now ranked with the Somali and with Ethiopia. Na nikasema judgment, Kenya, nzige, locust, will sweep. Na itakula 20, how many counties did I mention? Because we cannot have 23 and a half. 24 counties. Then Kenyans, instead of praying, wamekahawa ndio wadadisi. We want to prove if that servant of God is a true servant. We are counting. Now there are 15. We are waiting if the other 9 to confirm that there is a true prophet. Repent. The scenario is worse. The government will spend money. You can never cure God's judgment with scientific knowledge. Kenya is on judgment. Kwa mambo ya kiungu, naona the scale imetuangukia. In the eyes of God, Kenya is in judgment. Kenya has been found wanting. May the intercessors who have favor with God enter into praying. That's why we are praying. Hallelujah. Elections. Tumeonyesha visions of war, bloodshed. Bloodshed over Kenyan elections is smelling. Yet the politicians wanakisha moto. Remember the Lord showed me, though I may go specific, but just for some little restraint. Those in leadership today, God showed me one of you anakisha kiberiti kuchoma taifa, the nation burning. And the presidency of one as such that I'm talking about, that presidency is the presidency of judgment. And I say that if Kenya we do not really pray, that is the man that shall be the president. And some people are celebrating our man. Let's pray. There's a tribe in Kenya, and that tribe thinks that they own things in Kenya. They look as though presidency is their right. They are behaving as though presidency is their right. Judgment. Kenyans pray because I said that we have two individuals who, if one of them becomes president, one of them is a mercy president, the other one is a judgment president. It depends on how Kenyans you pray. Vita vya makabila, bloodshed, it is smelling. Drumbeats, it is smelling. God can show visions 10 years to come, 5 years to come, 70 years to come, a millennium to come, and even 5 years to come. Kama sahi, mambo ya elections God showed us from 2018. And in 20, when Jubilee came to power, and they thumped their chests that we shall reign for 100 years. God told me, that's a joke. I went and asked God, is it true that this government shall rule for 100 years? That's 2013. Then God did not answer me immediately. But I'm going to this government, because I was praying, shall not finish 10 years in power. That was 20, wakati waliingia kwa power. So I said, when did they come to power? And every prophet I've shared has been confirmed to be true. So what we've been praying ni kwamba Mungu asaidie to this government isisambaratike mapema hii, because you know what it means. There will be chaos. There will be chaos, tribal chaos. So that's why God in his love, God tells us these things in advance so that you can pray. So that we can pray. Bwana asifiwe. Like I said something about America. And America now has entered the league of nations that have gone against the will of God. So the original America is returning. America that everybody for himself. It appears as God for us, or liberal even in sin. Today I'm not in much of giving, about America, kupatiana prophecies of America. But America rejected the anointed that God chose. And they have settled for people's choice. They have settled for soul. Now they'll benefit from the products of soul. Kenya, you must learn from what has happened to America. You have a choice. Either you enter into repentance and really seek for the mercies of God, and you settle for a judgment, settle for a mercy president. President born out of God's mercies. He's a midwife. Or you muendelee Kenya vile mnaendelea na ujuaji na kujipiga vifua, and you'll end up choosing a soul. Ndio madhambi ya Kenya itazidi. May the Lord have mercy on this nation in Jesus' name. Watumishi ambao they have been misleading, we have prophets, we have leaders, church leaders who have refused to play their role. That's the reason why there's judgment. So what God gave me is that mambo ya scale, Kenya is on judgment, and the entire globe is in judgment. But then there are also specific judgments on specific nations. And for Kenya, we are in judgment. And the elections. So if God said about Jubilee, they will not be in power for that long. I said it. Now it is smelling. Now and you're here. But now we are praying that God will have mercy. We don't want bloodshed. We don't want chaos. So we are praying. Intercessors what? There's a judgment coming on intercessors globally. There's a judgment coming on intercessors globally. Kuna hukumu inakuja na Mungu anawalenga watu waombezi dunia mzima. Because there are no intercessors as such that God may have wanted. There are only few. So God will want to judge and also raise others. So there are those ones Mungu ana raise new breed of intercessors. Because wale ambao wangetumika, they are no longer in ministry or no longer doing what God so desires. Wamelala. So God is raising more. That's why God is removing Elis and replacing them with the Samuels. So Mungu anainua waombezi wapya kuongezea wale ambao wamesimama kwa imani. Otherwise wale waombezi ambao walikuwa wamesimama sawasawa, intercessors globally and also nationally hapa Kenya, wengi wamelala. So God is facing out and raising more. Someone who has ears, hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Hallelujah.